Hello and welcome to the Gymnastics Network. Today we are filming the post-game show for Penn State versus OSU. This is our pick for the best meet of Week 5. Jumping right into it, we have Penn State at Week 5. They put up a total score of 405.5, had a total start value of 450 flat, so about a point and a half lower than last week. That's due to Penn State missing two of their freshmen. And they had an average execution score of 8.463. Meanwhile, Ohio State during Week 5 had a total score of 405.5, a total start of 452.50, and an average execution score of 8.433. Jumping now into the floor.
Yep, as you guessed it, it's going to be Matt Cormier. Matt Cormier went out here and he got first place this weekend. He is still ranked second with a 15.6 start value and a 9.0 execution. Big Ten freshman of the week for week 3 with a 14.567 floor exercise average. In second place, Jesse Tyndall from Ohio State. He had put up a 14.3 this weekend. And in third place, Matt Cormier's teammate, Eric Lung, had put up a 14.2. And Matt got some really beautiful lines. You guys seen his routine. You guys know he's about to be an All-American. And he's just been killing over here. Kicking over to the floor event overview. For the floor event overview, Ohio State had put up a 68.0, while Penn State had put up a 70.6. So very good scores for both teams.
Yeah, Penn State's killing it on floor, and Ohio's right behind them. Going into pommel horse here, we have Sir Nicholas Mock, good friend of mine, great pommel horse guy. Currently, he's ranked number 7. He starts at a 15.8. Had an execution score this weekend of a 9.0. And this routine right here scored him the Big Ten Gymnast of the Week in Week 5. Amazing stuff from him. You can see his average is 13.65 on the pommel horse. Nick scored a 14.8. Absolutely ginormous score coming out from Nick. Right behind him, Justin Chow at 13.95. I shouldn't really say right behind, almost a whole point behind Nick there. And then we have
Richard Trounce
for OSU, scored a 13.95, tied for second with Justin Chow. Just an amazing rotation from Nick. We knew all year that Nick could put up a routine like this, but unfortunately we just hadn't had the opportunity to see it yet, given given the times. Coming out of pommel horse, OSU scored a 67, while Penn State scored a 67.9. So Penn State is up going into rotation 3, still rings.
For the rings, we'll be looking at a future All-American Parker Clayton. And honestly, this year, nobody's really touching Parker on rings. He's going to be an All-American. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be whether he's going to be going for that national title. And it looks like he's gunning for it. Look at that beautiful back of prize Maltese. Absolutely no movement there. But Parker from Penn State had put up a 14.15. In second place, round out for Ohio State, Max Andershenko put up a 13.65. And in third place, Josh Seltzer had put up a 13.55. So really good stuff coming out of Ohio State over there. And not enough to beat the man, the myth, the legend, Parker Clayton, as he's going to be putting it down on rings this entire season. I want to keep the routine rolling just so that you guys can see this beautiful dismount that he's going to be doing. He is now upgrading his dismount to a E value dismount, so he's not going to be getting that 2/10 deduction bonus, to a nice double-double, who he is working on trying to land a little bit cleaner than that. But overall, here's the event overview for rings. Ohio State had put up a 67.35, and Penn State had put up a 65.15. So Penn State is still in the lead heading into vaults.
Coming out of vault, Mr. Friend of the show, Donovan Hewitt, did a great vault. It's just going to play a couple of times here while we pull up Donovan's card. Donovan, I'm sorry, the start value is wrong here, but Donovan does start from a 15.2. He is a great vault from Donovan. He is Big Ten Freshman of the Week from last year, and currently he has a 13.938 vault average. So good stuff coming out from Donovan. As you've seen the vault 100 times now, but really good stuff. In second place, or excuse me, tied for first, we had Matt Cormier from Penn State.
Look at this angle.
Yeah, I don't know. The guy's filming. Come on, guys. Better angles. But in third, we have
Dexter Rocketeer.
From OSU at a 14.45. Great stuff from Matt. He's just been putting it down on vault every single weekend, so we're really excited to see what he can do kind of in the next couple of weeks. Right here, you can see OSU scored a 71.5, while Penn State scored a 71.05. So Penn State is still in the lead going into parallel bars.
For parallel bars, we're going to be looking at Jesse Tyndall. Normally, we look at him on the floor. Matt Cormier had taken that title from him this week, but he got his redemption. He came in first on P-bars with some beautiful lines. Nice giant DM right there. Jesse Tyndall had put up a 14.3 this weekend. Second to him is Andres Perez, who put up a 14.25. And in third place is going to be Ohio State teammate Sean Naybarger putting up a 14.2. And Jesse's routine is absolutely madness. He goes under the bar, he goes above the bars, and he has some really, really clean lines. Expect for him to be looking All-American this year. Nice double front half. Just a small hop. And here's the event overview. We have Ohio State put up a 68.45 on P-bars. Really, really good. Very good to see that coming out of their team. And Penn State had put up a 65.7, so need to be bringing that up a little bit.
Yeah, the ties of the meet changed after P-bars here. And Ohio, I believe that's one of the highest scores we've seen all year from any team on parallel bars. Penn State didn't have a bad rotation on parallel bars either, but OSU, they're, like Kenan and I say all the time, they're a parallel bar and high bar team. Going into high bar here, we have Alex Frack. Alex is a great gymnast. He's currently ranked number 20 on the high bar. He starts at a 14.9. Had an execution score at this meet of an 8.5. He was an All-American on high bar last year. So good stuff coming out from Alex, and currently he has a 13.137 high bar average. Frack ended up taking first place, while in second we had Brendan Pantazis with a 13.2, and in third place, Penn State sweeped all three places on high bar with a 13.15 from Andres. So good stuff coming out from Penn State.
Wasn't enough to take the win this time.
Unfortunately, it was not.
But it was a pretty good meet. Most notable, Michael Giroux was not there, and Colin Wingrove also did not compete, which definitely could have added to their team score. So definitely good seeing that they're at least putting up a 403.9 without those guys. But final event overview is 405.5 from Ohio and 403.9 from Penn State.
Yeah, what really cost Penn State the meet was that parallel bars rotation. Looks like Ohio State just went out there and executed better and had a little bit higher of a start value than them on parallel bars, and it really paid off for them. They executed about the same at this meet, the main difference just being the difference in execution. So if you look back here, remember, Penn State, they had a total start value of 450, while I'll bring up OSU here. OSU had a start value of 452.50. And if we come, that's about a 2.5 point difference. And then if we come down here into our event overview, you can see more or less 2.5 points. It's really 1.5 points, but it's crazy how much a start value can really have an effect on the ability for a team to be able to win. And especially at the highest level where these guys are executing consistently and they're doing amazing 8.4, 8.5 level average execution. There's no reason that it's going to come down to who has a bigger start and who has a better day. So thank you, and we'll be here tomorrow for Stanford versus Navy and Cal versus Springfield. So we're excited to see you there.